45 miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions can fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Glad you could join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oregon State Beavers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, Coach knows this is going to be a hostile environment. This is a huge opportunity for their team. Making it to the college football playoff last year has proven to them that they can compete with any team in the country. But now they've got to do it again. They've got to show that that was not just a one-year fluke and that they can be consistently great. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Beavers offense will take the field first. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
The Beavers in a good spot here with second and short. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Takes the easy one to the back. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Ducks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Here's the bruising running back Jordan Davison. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. Throwing more. Taking a shot on the first play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Got a man. It's Davison.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been
going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Moore. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moore to the air. It's complete to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Trying to barrel in.
Well, as a quarterback, you know, if you put the ball anywhere near this guy, anywhere in his vicinity with his catch radius and his athleticism, he's going to be able to snag it. They weren't able to hit him in stride, but he bails his quarterback out with an awesome diving catch.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Touchdown. Here we go. Let's go, G. Ready.
Sends it back in motion. A quick pass to the left. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Finds a tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Murphy. Got his man on the right. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That's caught. It's Nolan. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Hampton. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. In the red area, it's Hatcher. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback keep. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touchdown, Oregon State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he added the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Gets the back moving. Here's more to throw. Complete. On the move is the 30. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Defense.
Face mask penalty costs the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the move, it's Griffin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll go play action with Moore. He's looking deep. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Rivalries on the lifeblood of college football, and here are a few of the things that make this one special. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. And the Ducks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Powers through the defender. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Using his legs to buy some time. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Dante Moore gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left side. All the way across the 50 into plus territory and finally stopped at the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throwing more. This time it's complete. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks.
And That's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Looking for room, it's Hatcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
There's some room. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So now it's second and long.
Here we go. Ready.
He'll try it again. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. It'll be third and long. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
More play action. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Moore from the gun on third down. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He wants to go deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones.
Snags it, and there's running room. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Goes to the option. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw. It's Murphy. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hampton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Houston Cougars. And it's the Red Raiders who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now back to your game in Corvallis. This offense was a wagon in that first half. They got just about anything they wanted, and it's helped them build this lead. And if this continues, you can all but guarantee a victory. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Beavers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Moore with the play fake. Moving away from pressure. And the pass rush gets home.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Caught, and he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll go play action with Moore. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! They take the lead with the 6.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking for a gap. It's Hatcher. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Beavers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He gets a block. Discards him with the stiff arm. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Snags it, and he's open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Moore. Right down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Running. There's a crease. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Ducks. Rolled his way into the end zone. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Firing to the right, complete. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Newberry. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Hampton. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Past the 40. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Beavers! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Here's Moore to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Moore will throw. Using the quick game. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. trying to get it to the marker. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run the counter. Nice move there. Got a little grass. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hatcher. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Finds his back in the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by the...
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. He's going for it all. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. Spins away from the defense. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Run in the red zone. It's Hatcher. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Oh no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense trying to take it back. He's loose down the middle. 20. Scoop and scored. Touchdown Ducks. Oh, man, the defense just turned this game upside down with that score.
Dude, just take matters into your own hands. Like, I'll take care of this. I'm not even going to take this. I'm going to score points. I'm going to try to go ahead and ice this game away. Defense is still going to have to come back on the field, but unbelievable job just taking matters into its own hands.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Uncorks one. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. On third down, he drops the throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Newberry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. He'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Hatcher. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Beavers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The option, the keeper, stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
The run inside. It's Newberry. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. The team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Guys?
Holly, thank you. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Just going to keep it after the snap. Might have a chance. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! He got a step and just dusted the field. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown...
Oh, and they blocked it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
On first down from their own 22. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking for a push on fourth down. He's going to try to finish this one off with another score. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired.